President Trump has endorsed Roy Moore in Alabama, and it really shouldn't surprise anyone. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk, 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Many in the media seem as though they want to treat this as a scandal or a shocking moment that President Trump has come out and endorsed Roy Moore in Alabama in that special election. But really, it should surprise no one. Listen, there still has been no proof that Roy Moore did anything wrong 40 years ago. Maybe he pursued, 18-year-old girls. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I still don't think that he's offered up a great defense at all. But no one's come forward with really any proof that Roy Moore did anything wrong. No one's come forward with any proof that Roy Moore sexually assaulted anybody, as has been alleged. And really, when you look at what's gone on here, a new poll that came out recently said, I believe somewhere around 71% of folks in Alabama don't believe the accusers. They don't believe the media. They don't believe this stuff actually happened. And a large part of that is because the media has lied before. The media has gotten things wrong before. And I also think that people in Alabama, when they look at this race between a Republican and a Democrat, they put it into the generic term. Would I rather have a Republican in office or a Democrat? And even if that Republican did do something wrong, well, okay, we can throw him out and we can replace him with another Republican. If we throw the Democrat into the Senate race, it's a Democrat in the Senate, and that's not a good thing. I think that's how a lot of folks in Alabama are looking at this race. I think it's also fired up a lot of Republicans. Roy Moore and Donald Trump played the long game on this. They knew the media would lose interest over time, and they sort of did, as Matt Lauer and others bubbled up in the news, and there was more proof and admissions and guilt among Democrats. Roy Moore and his allegations, or the allegations against him, sort of went away. It faded from our memory. It faded from what we were talking about. And so President Trump comes out today and he endorses Roy Moore and says, we need a Republican in that seat. It doesn't surprise me at all. I think Trump is giving a push, an extra little bit of push to Roy Moore. And really, when you look at some different polls that have been out, I think I've seen maybe one report, one poll that showed that the Democrat was ahead in that U.S. Senate race. But just about every other poll that I have seen recently show that Roy Moore is leading his Democratic opponent by about 4 to 5, maybe 7 percentage points. And if the election were today, I actually think that Roy Moore would win by anywhere from 5 to 7, maybe more percentage points over his Democratic challenger. I think people in Alabama, they want conservatism. They want Republicans in office. They don't want a Democrat. They may not be fans of Roy Moore. There are a lot of people out there who may not be a complete fan of Roy Moore, but they don't want the Democrat in there, because if Trump is going to have any kind of success, he needs Republican help in the U.S. Senate and in the U.S. House. So it doesn't surprise me at all that Trump endorsed him and said that he needs Roy Moore in the U.S. Senate. Doesn't surprise me at all. Republican help over a Democrat is exactly what Trump is looking at here. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Have a great day. We'll talk later.